The only thing I've ever wanted to do is to pretend to be other people. I don't know what that says about me, actually. But yeah, I've been doing this for half a century, and I intend to do it for another half century because I'm not done yet.
Whether the Beast Machine's toys or CG models came first, there's no denying that most of them don't match each other very well. Of the early figures, Deluxe Thrust appears to be one of the more accurate, in vehicle mode at least. Basic Class Motorcycle Drone, while a step in the right direction, still deviates from the cartoon in several ways. Show Thrust is more of a dark magenta instead of this blood red. However, the colour layout of Motorcycle Drone fits a lot better than Deluxe Thrust's very toxic looking deco. It's missing some yellow, but frankly I prefer the predominantly silver boosters anyway. I mean, the colour scheme taken on its own just looks good to me. As does the motorcycle itself. It's very sleek, save for the boosters which are a bit bulkier than they should be. The approach to the design is not unlike Armada Demolisher in that everything is moulded to the advantage of both modes. Nothing is too vehicular or robot-oriented. For instance, the boosters look like rocket boosters, but with the right joints they make decent arms. What I'm saying is that nothing looks out of place. Then again, with Thrust, both modes look pretty similar to begin with. Unlike his Viacom brethren, you have an alt mode head, which is actually on a ball joint, enabling him to look around, up or down, and even tilt in confusion or interest. You know you have a fun toy when the vehicle can emote. Despite the similarity of both modes, getting between them is more involved than you'd think. Even the head transforms. Again, much like the motorcycle, the robot isn't completely faithful to the show model. Apart from what I've mentioned, he has 2 fingered claws instead of 3. At the very least, he's much more trim than Deluxe Thrust, if these pics are anything to go by. Regardless of accuracies or inaccuracies, I like what we have here. The Viacons have the best designs in Beast Machines, and this one's no different. This is how you do a unicycle robot. No non-existent torso or half the bike crammed onto the left arm a la Revenge of the Fallen Chromia. It's simple, but solid. Admittedly, that figure came with a stand, which I wish this did, as in its show-accurate mode, the arms with the missiles stored are required to prop him up. Alternatively, this wheel splits to form feet and legs, thus freeing his arms for posing. Even then, his forearms weigh him down at times, and his lower body has no real articulation. He and Demolisher are more similar than I thought, as only the right arm can actually shoot the missile. The button seems to resemble the spark crystals prominent in this line. Makes me wonder if this toy was Thrust initially, and they changed it to a generic drone down the line. I think the idea is that these panels splay out when you fire the missile, but my copy somehow does the opposite. Either way, these floppy panels didn't need to exist. Overall, Motorcycle Drone is an inherently good figure. However, if we took elements of this, and the Happy Meal toy of all bots, we'd have ourselves the perfect Beast Machine's Thrust, courtesy of Generations of course. Which could happen. We got Tenko, didn't we?